Alright, let's continue. We are hopefully in the final segment of this case. We've officially accused Chairman Excelsius Winner for the murder of the Rosie? The victim? Now we need a motive. Franny! Silence in the courtroom, please. I love this lady. Ms. Von Karma, if you would be so kind as to update us on the progress of the search. It's not good news, I'm afraid. The entire big building has been searched from top to bottom, and no auctioneer's hammer was found anywhere. Oh! That means he got rid of it. That means he destroyed it. That is bad news indeed. Then we have no choice but to move ahead with the verdict.
Ah, such a terrible shame. But I suppose only a fool would have left the murder weapon behind.
Yeah, he got rid of it. She is so beautiful. I want to swallow her and keep her for myself. No, there's just not enough to work with here. I can't carry us any further on my own.
Yes, it really is a tragedy, but such is life, I suppose. I was just thinking back over the defendants I've made plea deals with over the years. People who poured their hearts out to me, who trusted me with every detail of their crimes. And then, when it came to their sentencing, I recommended life in prison every time. For every single one.
Oh, if only you could see them.
The stupid, dumbfounded looks on their faces.
You're the only dumb person here, seriously. Everyone knows you did it, dude. The verdict will now be passed. All present will accept the goddess's word as law.
There's nothing more I can do. Kay and I are both...
If only we had some proof! I never imagined I would be passing judgment on you under such circumstances.
The end of the road, huh?
By the power vested in me. Excelsius Winner, this court hereby indicts you for your crimes. Hell yeah! Oh my god. Finally she's on our side fully.
Huh? What on earth's gone into you, Verity?
Oh, this is so exciting. Look at her on our side now! Oh my god. I submit for the court's consideration the case file of a certain incident. She knows more! Oh my gosh. Namely, the IS-7 incident. A murder that took place 18 years ago.
But what does that file have to do with... Wait, you mean... Your late-night visit to this chamber, that was to
grab the file before he could burn it. Oh my god, what the fuck? So this whole time she was just playing. She was just pretending. Precisely, I came here to retrieve these documents. Though sadly, it would seem that I arrived too early to catch the auction itself. When we spoke of the matter before, I implied that I had come to retrieve files pertaining to your own case. You'll have to forgive me, that was a ruse to buy myself more time. Holy shit, yes! Oh my god. What the heck are you doing, Gavel? You can't just accuse my dad! Without proper grounds, it's deformation! An excellent observation, Eustace. It is? And of course, I have the grounds to make such an accusation. 18 years ago, Mr. Manfred von Karma had some details about the victim's body fabricated. Details he was forced to fabricate when the sculptor Artie Frost's body went missing. Right, that case. My papa? Fabricating information? What is the meaning of this? Ian Sideman. The detective originally assigned to the case did in fact report that the body had gone missing. However, it seems that a certain someone wasn't very pleased with Mr. Von Karma, and deliberately withheld that information in order to bring him down a few pegs. What? Oh, Franny, I'm sorry. What? This individual refuses to allow anyone to go against their wishes or to challenge their power. And they're known to go to extreme lengths in order to bring those who defy them to heel. 18 years ago, they were no different. In fact, they have even ordered Dr. Hertz to create a fake autopsy report for the IS-7 incident, of course. What? She was responsible for the fake report? Wait, you have to understand, Grandma, she's not a bad person. She had to do what he said. She didn't have any choice. He? The person in question was the chief prosecutor at the time. The chief prosecutor 18 years ago. The man who gave Papa the first penalty of his career. Oh my god, it was this asshole? No way! Oh my god! Oh my god, they actually... Oh my god, that blows me away. We never knew who exactly was the person responsible for giving Manfred his penalty. What the fuck? That's so cool! Eustace Winner, it was you!
Objection!
What are you talking about? My dad would never do something like that!
Overruled.
I'm sorry, Eustace, but your opinion on the matter is not needed here. Oh man, now he's got no one in his corner. I feel bad for him. Well, Chairman Winner, do you have anything to say for yourself?
All that nonsense with the body, that was Manfred's doing. Such a willful boy. And the fake autopsy report? Hilda, how could you? I can't believe you naughty kids would do such dishonest things behind my back.
Hold it!
We could just ask her why she did it. She is standing right over there, after all. Wait! Grandma can't! She's... Ow! Grandma, I'm sorry. I knew. That's why I... Right, exactly. If I didn't, everyone would have found out about what you did. Geez, you need to proofread your messages. Never appeal to character in court, it'll just get you laughed at. You're fine, I understood what you said, Poppy. They said he was going to charge you if I didn't help them with their plan. They said he would. That he would. I just had to do what the auctioneer said. Oh, fuck, dude. Now you've got no one to blame. So you were coerced into it, were you, Nurse Needler? And just to be clear, the auctioneer was Chairman Winner. I'm sorry, but I honestly don't know. The person forcing me to help them was the auctioneer. And they definitely looked to be about the same build as the chairman, but I never saw their face. That sucks. Have you tried to hold yourself to high standards when writing? It's important to do that, but if you make a mistake, it's okay. Well, there must be something. Any detail, no matter how small, will do. Oh, wait! Their mask didn't cover their whole face. And that part that wasn't covered had a tattoo on it. I remember that much for sure. A tattoo? So he had a tattoo on his chin? That must be the burn mark that Rosie says in the recording. And he's just covering it up, I guess, with a wig? A tattoo?
Objection!
This all sounds very dramatic, but I really don't know what you're talking about. There's no tattoo anywhere on my face. I think I'd know if there was one, wouldn't you? Which means I can't be the ringleader, no matter how much you want me to be. I only hope you can figure out who this shameless manipulator might be.
Overruled.
Your contempt for this courtroom is an insult to the goddess. Are you sure it's not you who's feeling insulted here? Yeah. Maybe she's insulted and she's just using the goddess. I am not the only one who's been trying to bring you to justice. Miss Ringer had been trying too. And I refuse to let her sacrifice be in vain. Very nice voice acting, thank you. I've done this for years as a hobby, just by myself. I used to actually, a long time ago, do online voice acting for a short bit.
Young Rosie was looking to take me down, you say?
Love that Edward's insults don't discriminate, he just only says the ones that go to his enemies. Exactly, yeah, he's not rude to people that don't deserve it.
But why? I barely knew her. I've always had a certain magnetic charm, but I don't remember ever catching that particular eye.
Dude, you're ugly as fuck. You barely knew the victim. Why, I do believe that is a new statement. Testimony, dude. The goddess demands that you offer your full testimony on the record. Come on, dude. We're taking him down.
So that's how it's gonna go, You mean to hound me until I finally break? What if that's the way you... Well, if that's the way you want to play it, fine. I'll destroy you all. Every last one of you.
Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to work with you on this one. Yes, please, mommy. No, I'm the mama. I'm the mama. I'm the top. I'm a top. I'm not a bottom. I doubt we'll get another chance to put him on the stand. So let's make the most of this opportunity.
Of course, Your Honor. I wouldn't have it any other way.
This looks fitting, dude, like the two of them standing next to each other. Now, Chairman Winner, you will tell this court everything you know about Miss Ringer. Everything I know, okay. Hell yeah, the final testimony theme. Now, we're almost done with this.
Young Rosie was a member of the committee, of course.
This is one of the best questioning themes in the whole series here.
But we never really had any personal interactions. At least, none that I remember.
Still playing the old man card, oh my god.
I had no motive to murder that poor girl whatsoever. And I have absolutely no idea why she was after me.
So you don't mean to accept your part in any of this? Of course he doesn't! He isn't guilty! How could he be? He's my dad, the winner of winners! Oh, you poor soul.
That's very kind of you, Eustace, but you'll need more than mere words if you plan to cover for me.
Right, you got it. I won't let them pin this on you. I believe in you, Dad. You'll beat Edgeworth, I know you will!
Yes, yes, you really are such a sweet, simple child.
He really loves his dad, huh? But that's no excuse for him to ignore his father's crimes. No matter how much he respects him, regardless of their station in life, all criminals will be made to atone for their sins in time. Oh my god, okay, hold on, how do I... This is badass. I'm screenshotting that. Back to back? Oh my god, the two best girls back to back? That's amazing. Oh, I didn't mean to take two there.
This won't be easy on Mr. Winner. But it has to be done. We can't let his father get away with this.
Yeah, this is gonna crush Eustace. But we have to do it.
Hold it!
As a member of the committee, you must at least have been familiar with her face. Sure, but that's about all.
As a member of the committee, you should know more than her face. And you do.
I saw her every once in a while.
Every once in a while? What the fuck are you talking about? I will post that, Poppy. Don't worry, I will.
Hold it!
You can't be a member on the committee without telling at least a little bit of detail about yourself.
So you're saying you barely knew the victim at all? That's exactly what I'm saying, my boy. Yes. Why, I never even knew about that burn mark on her hand.
You didn't?
I mean, what's the point?
How would you not if you see her walking by? It's just right there on the back of her hand.
I mean, what's the point? You get to know someone, but before you know it, they're gone. It's become such a pain to remember things about others, that they're here one day and gone the next.
That is not a fun thing. That is not an okay thing to say, dude. Yes, because they dare to stand up to you, and you make them disappear. If you could please add your remark about the victim's burn to your testimony, Chairman.
Hold
it! You're sure you didn't know about the burn mark?
You really don't let up, do you? I'm not in the habit of memorizing who has a scar on their hand and who doesn't.
But this wasn't just any old scar. I'd say it's pretty noticeable, in fact. Exactly. It's just right there in the open, no matter what she's wearing. Perhaps under normal circumstances, but now that I think about it, Miss Ringer did always wear gloves. Always? Always? Also... Oh, get your screenshots ready. Because he's pointing at me. There's another point at me. It's like perfect too, it's right at my head. Truth be told, I wasn't aware of the burn mark until after the incident myself. The victim's hands were always covered by a pair of gloves.
It makes sense, of course. People can be very self-conscious about such things. I can only sympathize, but seeing something of a scent being something of a soul being something of a scientist myself.
I hope you're not too sensitive to append that statement to your testimony. Is that what we're gonna get him on? Is that he...
Alright, I suppose she was always wearing gloves. Perhaps it was to hide that burn.
We're gonna press it first, but this might be what we need to present something at. So you remember her always wearing gloves?
I mean, it was something of a trademark of hers, yes. Who knew it was to hide a burn mark? I always imagined it was just a fashion statement. Does your little friend there have something to hide under all those bandages, I wonder?
Who, me? No, I don't have anything to hide.
You don't? Not even the stony visage of a cold-blooded murderer?
Nobody believes that anymore, dude. If anyone here is hiding such a thing, it's you. And I'll expose your true face. Show me your true form, if it's the last thing I do.
You never fail to entertain me, boy. Go ahead and do your worst.
I like gloves too, Poppy. So Miss Ringer always wore gloves? That reminds me of something. I should look over all the evidence again. Let me look at the recording transcript really quick. With what did it say again? Fitted with a recording device, one of the people recorded had a prominent burn. So someone in this recording brought up a burn. But we don't know who, but the person said, I recognize that burn. So, is this what we get him on? Ringleader wore a white jacket, white gloves, a magenta flower, and a mask. Also had tattoo on the part of her face the mask didn't cover. Wait. Wait. Oh, this is the wrong image. Okay. Dear God, Ace Attorney and Persona would be amazing. No, because then the series would die in a year if they did that. I love that meme. It's so funny, but it's partially true. Can you imagine Miles Edgeworth negotiating with a shadow? Yeah, with Jack Frost saying hee-ho constantly. That'd be funny.
You've heed your last hope.
ringleader wore a white jacket, white gloves, a magenta flower, and a mask. So this is no longer info on Ringer's outfit. It's a ringleader's appearance. Okay, it changed to ringleader's. Okay. Other prominent mark on the back of the victim's right hand, right? The gloves are in her pocket there. He, ho. I'd like you to add that test. I'd like you to add that statement to your testimony. Gosh, I'm a little. Oh well, let me press the other ones first. He has no motive to murder. You never had any trouble with her professionally? Oh, don't be so silly, my boy. I'm far too important these days for such trivialities. And by all accounts, her work was unimpeachable. Besides, our difference in standing meant we hardly ever interacted. But she's at the desk with you, though. But that doesn't prove you didn't kill her, does it? Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? Anything to save your little friend, huh? It certainly seems that Miss Ringer had some personal interest in you, at least. Indeed, indeed, but I can't for the life of me imagine why. Too bad, so sad. Without a motive, you can't logic your way into pinning this on me. Unfortunately, that is true.
Hold it!
You have no idea at all as to why she was after you? Let's see now. It's because Dad's a real catch! Dude. Eustace. I suppose you could say that, yes. The admirers, they come and then they go again. You couldn't even dream of being like my dad. Very true. I doubt many ordinary people could quite match his achievements. It's remarkable, really, to have so many people come into a life and then for so many to leave it. Yeah, what's the common denominator there, bud? I certainly won't complain if you choose to leave, Verity, my dear. I think it's far more likely that you'll be the one leaving today in handcuffs. Yes, yes, very droll. But if you think I'm finished, you will be sorely disappointed. I have to think back over what we know about the victim. If you're not sure how to approach this, take another look at the evidence. You just might find a new way to interpret old information. Are you trying to help me, Francesca? I'm trying to help Kay Faraday. I could care less about you. Nice to see she really is worried for Kay. In her own Francesca sort of way. She's human, come on, Edgeworth, you know. Yeah, member of the committee. We never really... Okay. I don't even remember about the burn mark on her hand. I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. Okay, not that one. Thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can go with what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. This has to be relevant somehow. But it's right there. But he said she always wore gloves. Oh god, I mean, oh jeez. I feel like I need to present the autopsy report. Because it has the, well, hold on. Oh yeah, because it says prominent burn mark on the back of the victim's hand. Oh god, I'm already stumped. Oh my god. Does this say anything? One wig was straight, the other wavy. Ringer's hair was straight, so wavy not used. Ringleader prepared wigs in order to enable their accomplice to disguise herself right. I don't think this is relevant right at the moment. Yeah, this doesn't say anything about... Wait, this is 18 years ago. Yeah, so that's gonna come up later. Photo just taken after the incident by Lana Hart, who had snuck into the storeroom. Right, but oh, we can't see the back of her hand there. God, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
Objection!
Okay, that's not it. Let me save. Final confrontation, there we go. So this is the end of the case. Good. God damn. It's either gotta be she's always wearing gloves. Yeah, it has to be with that, because that's the added detail. I suppose she was always wearing gloves. But was she? Because she wasn't here. There's no... They're in the pocket. Filled with a recording device that captured part of a conversation, one of the people recorded had a prominent burn. I don't necessarily think that's gonna be the piece right there, currently, for this testimony. Okay.
Objection!
Damn it. Not that one either. Oh, wait, did I just did that, didn't I? I think I may have just used the same evidence on the same statement there twice. Yeah. I had no motive to murder that poor girl whatsoever, but... A letter that appears to have written to the victim by K. Is it because this says revenge? And he says he doesn't know why she's after him? I'm gonna try that. I've absolutely no idea why she was after me. And, well, oh, and he confirms, just right there, that he knew that she was after him. I'm gonna try that, the letter.
Objection!
No, what? Come on, how is that not the right answer? That, oh, what? Okay, dang it, I pressed all of these. Is there anything about... Kay remembers a person coming from beyond the concession stand and pushing her off the no, that's wrong. That doesn't... Oh my gosh. I have no clue. There's nothing to contradict there. We never really had any personal interactions, at least none that I remember. Yeah, it is tough. Why are his goggles so flooded? I think it's because of his lighter. Like, he burns stuff all the time. Maybe he's just sweating a lot. Which is just really gross, that he's sweating so much that his goggles are flooding. Jeez. We never really had any personal interactions, at least. None that I remember.
Hold it!
You're saying you barely knew the victim at all. Never knew about that burn mark on her hand. God damn, didn't know about the burn mark on her hand. I'm gonna... Did I already try the doll on...
Objection!
Okay, yeah, it's not the doll. At least not on that statement. Oh, he might be allergic to his wig, maybe. God damn. Honestly, I'm like completely stumped, so if... I hate to ask this, but... if someone could maybe look up the answer to this and just give me a hint towards it, not give me the full answer. Go ahead and let me know what statement I need to present something on. And I'll figure out what evidence. If that's okay with you guys, with someone looking up at least what statement I need to present something on. Because I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere without at least a little hint. This is, it's called Ladder Final Confrontation. So whichever for episode 4, Turnabout Forsaken. I'm sorry, I should be figuring this out on my own, but I'm oh my gosh, I've already spent like 15 minutes on this. And there's a total of 6 statements. I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to... I don't want to cheat, but... I thought about presenting it before. Hi Siege, welcome! I'm completely stupid right now and I can't figure out the answer to this testimony. I thought about presenting it before. Okay, is it... okay, the autopsy report? Maybe? Didn't I do that already, though? Didn't I already present the autopsy report on that statement?
Objection!
Nope, not that. It's not the doll either. And it's not the outfit either. If she always wore gloves, then that'd make it impossible for her to have been recognized by her. Yeah! But didn't I present the doll on this statement before?
Objection!
What? Okay, what other statement did I use the doll on, then? Because I know I used the doll, and it was wrong. Oh my god. So I was right, but I just did it on the wrong statement. Oh my god. Oh well, finally we got this. Alright, thank you for the hint. Oh well, I didn't do it all by myself. I needed a hint to do it. Before I expanded it? Oh, possibly. Okay. So Miss Ringer always wore gloves. If she did, that raises a rather important question. And highlights quite a contradiction. Yeah, hi Siege, welcome in.
A contradiction, you say, really?
If we listen again to the conversation that was captured by this stuffed cow. Stuffed cow? Oh boy. You'll soon see what I mean. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Nothing to say for yourself? I've waited so long for this day, and now I'll finally have my revenge. Yeah, but whose voice is who? We don't know because of the voice changer. We can be reasonably certain that what we just heard is this the moment the victim was attacked. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. We assumed that those were the words of the killer.
And where's the problem in that? It seems like a perfectly sensible assumption to me.
I'm afraid not, Chairman Winner. For you see, if the victim was always wearing gloves as you just testified, then the burn mark on her hand should not have been visible to the killer.
Objection.
That's, oh my god. I was on the right thinking track, but I didn't get to that specific answer.
You speak of it as if gloves can't be easily removed. She could have taken them off during the auction.
But then other people would notice. But she hadn't. She was still wearing them when I changed places with her. Yes, thank you, Needler. So they must have been on her hands when she was being murdered, too.
What are you saying, my dear? You do know how much trouble you're in, don't you?
I'm not scared of you anymore. I have Grandma on my side now. Now it's time for you to pay the piper, winner, you dang devil.
I see. So you're both looking to disappear too.
Dude, you're just blatantly doing death threats in front of the rest of the committee.
I see. That can be arranged.
Not this time, Excelsius winner. The only person disappearing will be you.
Objection.
Hey, you can't talk to my dad like that. Who cares if the burn was covered up? Why does that even matter?
Objection.
Oh, it matters. Because it turns out our understanding of the burn mark... It turns our understanding of the burn mark on its head. What do you mean? What can the fact that the victim's burn mark was covered up possibly tell us? The murderer has a burn mark too. So he has it on his chin? He has a burn mark on his chin and he's covering it up? Think about it like this, Mr. Winner. The victim was wearing gloves. Therefore, the burn mark on her hand would not have been visible. In which case, whose burn mark was it that was being referenced in the recording? Somebody who wasn't the victim? Precisely. Which can only mean that the culprit had a prominent burn mark too. Or to put it another way. Okay, I'm not saying those again. Those words were Spurkin. Spurkin? Oh my god! Those words were spoken, not by the murderer, but the victim. No way!
Objection.
That reminds me of the Adobe audio like AI thing that Vinny played once on his stream, where it was trying to like copyright protect the Creep song by Radiohead. Instead of saying so effing special, it said so frickin' special. I love that. Oh my god. So that reminds me of that.
Eustace, my boy, would you mind stepping aside for a sec? Look, Miles, it's nice to see you having fun with your little flights of fancy, but let's get serious. So the murderer had a burn mark now. Really? Where?
We already know! You're such a fucking idiot!
Your little theory will either take flight or die, depending on your answer here, I'm afraid.
He's not messing around. I have to figure out where that burn mark was, and fast. I wonder where it could have been. All of the auction people were wearing disguises, right? Miss Needler already told us that she saw a burn mark that didn't cover the mask that he wore didn't cover his whole face. So she saw it. Yes, and each disguise was different. Yet in spite of that, the burn mark was visible to the victim somehow, which means...
Well, shall we? Enlighten us, why don't you? Where was the murderer's burn mark? I assume you have some evidence.
Is it the mask? I don't have the mask? Wait. Oh no, her statement. One wig was straight, the other was wavy. Ringleader prepared wigs to accomplish disguise. Oh, wait. So not that, then. A selection of various masks was kept on... Also had a tattoo on the part of their face the mask didn't cover.
Take that!
Here's my evidence. The outfit the ringleader was wearing throughout the auction. Or rather, the outfit you were wearing, Chairman Winner. And what exactly is that supposed to tell us, huh?
Objection!
A suit, white gloves, and a mask. This disguise should have covered almost all of your skin. But according to Nurse Needler's testimony, the auctioneer's mask... See, it showed a picture of the mask, so I for some reason I thought that it added to my, my court record, but it didn't. Oh no, the detail of the mask was added to this. The auctioneer's mask didn't quite cover your entire face. And not only that, she claims to have seen a tattoo on the part that was exposed. But was it a tattoo? Or did she simply mistake a burn mark for one? A burn mark on the face?
Objection!
He's realizing it. Eustace knows.
Sorry to interrupt while you're so clearly enjoying yourself, dear boy. But I regret to inform you that none of the committee members has such a burn. Myself included, of course.
But Dad, I mean... Oh my god. Poor Eustace.
Eustace, do you think you can be quiet, please? You can be foolish on your own time later.
Well, you may be an annoyance most of the time, Mr. Winner. But on this particular occasion, I'm grateful for your presence. He just helped us on accident. A reaction like that from you, his son, is as good as an indicator of the truth as I could have hoped for. No, Siege, Dad didn't smack him. It was, Eustace. He bent the pointer that he has, that smacked him in the face. Namely, who that one unexplained item belongs to. What's the matter, Mr. Ed? What's the matter with Mr. Winner? I think he might be in shock. After all, he's usually the last to figure things out. But in this case, he seems to have gotten there all too quickly. Yep, he realized it before even we did. He knows that his father is indeed the real murderer. He's sad because he knows the truth? So, it's better not to know the truth at all? No. No, Kay, it's what we came here for. It doesn't matter how we get there. The important thing is finding the truth. You yourself told me that once, right when I needed to hear it the most. And now it's time for me to repay the favor and show you the truth of your innocence. I want to know too, the truth of what really happened. So please, Mr. Edgeworth, won't you show me? Of course. I very much intend to.
You don't know when to give up, do you? Where is this burn then? Perhaps you could point it out to me? But you can't, can you? Because it's nowhere to be found, just like your evidence there, that I'm the killer.
Yeah, hunt for contradictions all you like. You won't find any. Because he's my dad, a winner through and through.
Objection!
I understand, Mr. Winner. I completely understand why you don't want to believe it's true. But if you ignore the truth now, you will regret it for as long as you live. Dad, what do I do?
I just don't understand it. How could I have raised such an utter buffoon? If you really wish to help your father, Eustace, you can try thinking on your own for once in your life, you useless nitwit!
But I try all the time, Dad! All I do is try! I went to the school you wanted me to go to. I aced every test. Look at my jacket! They only give these to the valedictorian. I did everything you told me to do! I worked like crazy and graduated top of my class! I tried to be just like you and win as many trophies as I could.
You really are just a simpering simpleton, aren't you? Those tests you aced, I had the school give you perfect scores on all of them. Those debate and speech competitions you won, the judges were all friends of mine.
He's at the last of his ropes, that's why he's admitting all this to him.
If you never even realized that much, there's no hope for you, I'm afraid. None at all. You're no son of mine. Even you must see that.
Like, why aren't the committee members stepping in and saying something? Oh my god. They're literally just sitting there, doing nothing.
Oh, gone. My own son. They all leave me in the end.
Oh my fucking god, you're dead.
Even when he was trying, he was failing. And he did it all for me? Then he should have tried harder. You are a disgrace. You don't deserve to be a father, and you certainly don't deserve to be chairman of this committee.
Even I feel sorry for the boy now. Poor Mr. Winner. Explain yourself, Chairman Winner. Just what do you think your son is, to treat him in such a way?
An utterly useless pawn sounds about right. But you're one to talk, Verity. You tried to worm your way into my trust by using Eustace, too.
I cannot deny it. However, I have never thought of him as a mere pawn. He may not be a naturally gifted prosecutor, but he tries. In some ways, he tries harder than anybody. That's what I've witnessed during my time with him. Yet you would call him useless? How could you? That's what he named him Eustace because it sounds like useless.
Objection.
Because he is Verity, my girl. He is utterly incapable of doing anything I ask of him.
Mr. Edgeworth, I entrust my offering to the goddess to you, so that you may use it to call her final judgment onto Excelsius Winner.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've been more than ready to do so. If the ringleader had a visible mark on their face that night, then it would follow that the Chairman Winner is currently hiding that mark somehow. The wig! How exactly was he dressed during the auction? That will be the key to solving this case at last.
Now then, your answer, please. Which piece of evidence will help us to reveal the burn mark on the culprit's face? Needler's statement. Ringleader prepared wigs in order to enable their accomplice to disguise herself as Miss Ringer. This man needs to yeah.
Take that!
His own accomplice is his downfall. Recall Nurse Needler's testimony, if you will. There was one thing we never quite resolved. The second wig. The one that wasn't used. I seem to remember it being wavy? What are you two talking about? Nurse Needler apparently found some very interesting items when she went to swap places with the victim. And? What do they have to do with the burn mark? What she found were two wigs. One was intended to make her look more like the victim. But what was the other one for? I don't suppose it was meant to be a spare. It doesn't take a huge leap of imagination to see that truth. Compare Chairman Winner's current appearance to that of the ringleader, as it was described to us. Yeah. Go ahead and suplex this guy, guys.
Stop it! Stop staring at me!
One very prominent difference presents itself. His face, or rather, what's around it. You mean... it was a wig after all? Indeed, not a wig intended to go on the top of the head in any case. It was a fake beard all along, wasn't it, Excelsius Winner? Yes, burn! Oh, god damn it.
This? Why, this is all my own, dear boy. How very unkind of you to suggest otherwise.
Objection!
Your son gave you away, dude. We saw how your son reacted when he realized the truth, and how he desperately tried to cover for you even in light of his realization. Yet you still feared that he might expose you. So rather than take that risk, you bullied him until he couldn't take it anymore. Because he knew that your beard hides a prominent burn mark. Chairman Winner, I insist that you remove your beard this instant. Oh, of course it's a skull. There it is, the burn mark! Mr. Edgeworth, for bringing evil to justice before the eyes of the goddess, you have my thanks. No, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. Excelsius Winner, in the name of the goddess, I hereby pronounce my verdict. In the matter of the murder of Miss Rosie Ringer, this court finds you guilty. Fuck yeah, we got him. Mr. Edgeworth, I can't thank you enough. You never gave up on me, even when I gave up on myself. That was very kind of you. There's no need to thank me. As a prosecutor? No. As a friend, it was the least I could do. Mr. Edgeworth, rejoice. I've learned that Chairman Winner has been safely delivered to the detention center. The search for the missing auction hammer continues, however. We are talking about Chairman Winner here, so it's highly likely that it has already been destroyed. In addition, there was one other matter I must inform you of. The chairman made a rather strange statement. According to him, the letters were not a part of his plan. What? How could that be? Really? He claims that he and Miss Needler found this letter on Miss Ringer's person. And that they then found a second letter on Kay's unconscious body. The missing person that pushed Kay? From their contents, the letters seemed the ones of correspondence. So he leapt to the conclusion that they may have been working with each other. That's quite the conclusion to jump to. As he read the letters, that's when he came up with the idea to frame Miss Faraday for Miss Ringer's murder. So he decided to place the victims in a very conspicuous place. Namely, in her left chest pocket. Pocket. Sounds to me like he's just trying to make excuses for himself. Yes, I certainly thought the same. Perhaps it was some sort of last-ditch ploy on his part. But it matters not. He will answer to the goddess now. And under his scrutiny, and under her scrutiny, such strategies cannot hope to succeed. He will not escape justice. And with that, one of the duties with which I have been entrusted with is complete at last. Judge Gavel, before you go, can you tell us what you know about how Chairman Winner came to murder Miss Ringer? There's more there, isn't there? Yes, and I suppose you have earned the right to know the whole truth. Miss Ringer once had a lover, a press photographer. He was investigating the underground auctions as a freelance journalist. But before he could uncover the truth behind the auctions, he was disappeared. All Miss Ringer was left with were the memories and personal effects of her lover. And so, seeking revenge on Chairman Winner, she made her appearance at the auction. Unfortunately for her, her opponent struck first. I see. So that's the story behind this case. While the goddess does not condone acts of wanton vengeance, Miss Ringer's actions have exposed Chairman Winner's crimes at last. So that was your real goal. You were tasked with exposing Excelsius Winner and the corruption at the heart of the committee. Does anyone know what happened to Mr. Winner? I'm afraid I haven't been able to get in touch with him. Do you have an idea why? Probably because I wasn't there for him just now when he needed me most. Oh, I really feel bad for him. Well, don't pity him too much. At least he knows the truth now. And no matter how hard it may be, he'll need to learn to accept it. If he can't, he'll never be able to move on with his life. Coming from Franny? Wow. Trust me, oh my god. A father's influence isn't easily erased. But in time, he can hopefully try and change his ways. You're right. You've gotta be. Can I change too, I wonder? Can I move on with my life? Look at your notebook. Are you okay, Kay? How's that head feeling? I'm fine, thank you. I'm so sorry, Kay. You were my patient. I had a responsibility to you, and instead, I let them accuse you of... Ouch! Dang right! We ain't just in the business of fixing bodies, Missy. The mind's where it all begins. You're right, Grandma. Speaking of which, how's your memory? Nice burp, thank you. It's like, with a little more time, maybe I'll be able to remember some more. Please forgive me, but I had better be on my way. I am to preside over the trial of Fifi Lagarde in a bit. Oh, shit. The Bronco Knight case, huh? Who's the defense attorney? It was supposed to be Miss Ringer, but as she is no longer with us. We're still in the process of finding her replacement. Eddie? I know you're not doing anything. Miss Ringer was scheduled to represent Warden Lagarde? Dude, have it be like Francesca and Eddie working together and have Eddie pretend that he's defending her so that they can catch her. And of course, until we find Eustace, there's nobody to act for the prosecution either. In any case, I must take my leave. So it's gonna get rescheduled? Oh, wait please! What about Mr. Edgeworth's badge? What's gonna happen to it now? With its chairman under arrest, the committee's activities have been suspended for the time being. So to answer your question, it's complicated. It's all up to the goddess now. But... Don't worry about it, Kay. It's a consequence of my own making. And I assume you do not mean to change your mind? Of course not. I chose the path of the truth, and I chose it willingly. With Chairman Winner out of the picture, justice is in the hands of the righteous once more. Hopefully. Until, a certain school counselor comes along. If you did wish to follow the path of the prosecutor again, Mr. Edgeworth, I would be more than happy to facilitate such a decision. It's very kind of you to offer, but I can't accept your help at this time. I can't ask for my badge back, when I'm not even sure if I want it anymore. I see. It seems we are destined to continue on different paths, then. Well, I trust you'll keep my badge safe until they converge again. With all I have. In the meantime, I have here a token of the goddess's mercy. You may return this notebook to its rightful owner.
Kay's promised notebook.
It seems it was due to be sold in the auction. What? And with the name K written on its cover, Chairman Winner made the connection immediately and knew who it belonged to. It was the same name as the one in the letters, after all.
The letters he claimed to know nothing about? I suppose he insisted he didn't prepare them.
Yes, he also had something else to say. Apparently he had thought that Miss Faraday was after her notebook, and that Miss Ringer was after his life. And that their respective goals are what led them to cooperate and infiltrate the auction together.
Unfortunately for him, he misread the situation completely. It was all just happenstance.
He was insanely paranoid.
If Kay had known a defense attorney who was also a member of the committee, there's no way she wouldn't have told me. That's just not like her.
Your belief in her is touching. While the notebook did become part of Chairman Winter's cover-up scheme, it is also a treasured possession of Miss Faraday's. Which is why I would like for her to have it back, as I'm sure would the goddess.
Thank you.
I pray that it helps her to recover her lost memories. Me too. She can't stay like this. Is everything all right?
Judge Gavel wanted me to return something important to you.
It's the picture! It's the clown anniversary meme picture. Sorry. This isn't the time to bring that up. Isn't that... Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Aww. Daddy, I wrote them all down, Daddy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all my promises and be a real hero when I grow up, just like you. Oh, wait. I forgot to write one thing down. The most important promise of all. Promise number 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. I remembered it just how you said it, and now I'll never forget. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand? You're awake from nap, Butter? That's good. You'll get better the more antibiotics you take. It'll take time. Stream is good. Stream is good. We just finished. We're at the very end of. We're about to finish case 4 finally. That's right. I have to try.
That looks painful.
There we go. Oh my god. She's back. Yay. Zori, you're so cute. Second Yatagarasu, an assistant to Mr. Edgeworth.
Kay, is it really you?
Can't see I'm not a little bit embarrassed, but... Yeah, I'm back, and I couldn't have done it without you, Mr. Edgeworth. The grin, oh my gosh, the smile is so cute. You never stopped helping me, even when I was totally lost and couldn't remember anything.
Thank goodness. You certainly seem to be back.
Kay, is this the real you, huh? So this is the real you, huh? Welcome back. It's so good to know you're better. I can sleep easy now.
In a cell.
Now that you found out, don't you dare go losing that memory of yours again, young lady, you hear? Miss Needler, Dr. Hertz. Thanks a lot for looking after me. And if you really are better, how about you get out of them dang hospital duds? Oh yeah, I washed all your clothes for you. Here.
I thought they were with Detective Gumshoe.
He handed them over to us after they came from the forensics.
And did he happen to mention if forensics found anything of note?
I didn't ask. Anyway, never mind that now. Put them on, Kay, I want to see.
Wait, what about her bandages? Surely it's too soon to remove them.
Oh, it's probably fine. She may have taken a big old bump to the head, but she wasn't really hurt otherwise.
But then why all the bandages in the first place?
Prevention is better than cure. A stitch in time saves 9. Those are just a few of my mottos.
Both of which sound like painfully annoying practices with your patients.
Okay, Kay, transformation time! Magical girl! Aww. You know, this is what I like talking. This is what I'm talking. Yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. Fits like Fits like a stolen glove. That smile suits you better too. As it always did. Aww. Thanks to you too, Miss Von Karma. I'm so glad you showed up when you did. I simply came when Scruffy asked me to. Is she flustered? Oh my god. Girlfriends, girlfriends. I'm sure he'll be happy to see that you're back to your old self too. Speaking of Gummy, where is he? Who knows? Perhaps the well of his devotion ran dry when a certain someone threw away his badge. Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, I have to be going, and I'll be taking those two with me. Wait, what's gonna happen to them? Acting as an accomplice in a murder, and forging an autopsy report 18 years ago? Their crimes can't be allowed to go unpunished. But the fact that Excelsius Winner coerced them into cooperating will, of course, be taken into account. Don't you worry about us, Kay. As long as Grandma and me are together, we'll be alright. Take care, Kay Faraday, until we meet again. Your gloves are oh my god, you're so hot. Oh, both of them sitting in my, oh my god, oh my. So, okay. I know you only just got your memory back. Lotto, why are you still here? But I need to ask you some questions. Sure, ask away. What happened the day you lost your memory? What were you doing? Let's see. Somebody asked me to meet them at Gourd Lake. Whoa, wait, how did you end up on the roof of the building then? But I didn't know who it was. So there I was, just looking up at the moon when... This image is scary. Like, holy shit, it's shaded so well, it's disturbing. Somebody in a red raincoat started walking toward me. They must have drugged me somehow, because that's when I fell unconscious. What? I'm not sure I follow. Kay was at Gourd Lake, looking up at the moon? Anyway, when I came to, I was on the roof of this building. Yeah, so whoever's in that thing has some kind of way to get up into the building. Does he have his own keycard? Do they have their own keycard? I don't know if it's a he. I was in a daze and stumbled around up there when... I saw the person in the red raincoat again, but they were lying on the ground. I was so surprised I stumbled backwards. And then I was falling and everything went dark. Oh, so she wasn't pushed. She just fell backwards. When I came to the second time, I couldn't remember anything. The person in the red raincoat. Who in the world were they? I'm sure they were walking in midair. So he has something that he can fly in? No, not a helicopter, because she would have noticed a helicopter around him, if that was true. Thinking about it's making my head hurt. Just breathe, Kay. Yeah, Lotta's got a whole lot of bullshit to deal with. You only just got your memory back, you're still confused. I imagine the root cause of your confusion is... Maybe two different locations? I imagine things are all mixed up in your mind because you were at Gold Lake one minute and then at the top of the big building the next. And because you saw the moon in both locations, your mind blended your memories of the two together. That's possible. Huh? But those are two totally different places. I know I was pretty out of it, but I didn't think I could have gotten them confused that easily. I believe these things on the roof may have made you... The stand! Because both places had the stand. There are two key similarities between the scene down by Gourd Lake and here on top of the big building. Yeah, she conflated the locations. Cherry blossoms, the food stands, and food stands. Wait, you're right! Those similarities are what caused your memories of both places to overlap. The person in the red raincoat wasn't walking in midair. They were walking toward you from across the park. But in your blurry memories, the same sight played out over the viewing platform instead. That actually could make sense. No way! Who steals a great thief's memories, huh? That's just cheating! Even still, this doesn't answer the question of who attacked Kay in the park. Was it the person in the red raincoat she saw? It has to be. Do you hear that? It sounds like it's coming from up in the storeroom. Oh. Come on, let's go take a look. Well, hooey! I smell another scoop in the offing. You're still here? I do like her wide stance, that's cute. Look, why are you standing like that, Lotta? Is something missing now? It's coming from this little gadget here, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh, this transceiver. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Yeah, you have. It's from the first game. It's from the Gatewater Land case, I think. The haunted house. It's still going! But I'm no good with technology. Come on, you have to pick up! Fine, I'll do it. Stealing hearts is possible, so why not mine? Yeah, true. Hey, this is Edgeworth! Okay, if you could refrain from answering strange calls for me. Dang, they really let the Chekhov's gun sit there for a long time. Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, I presume? I know that voice. Shelly the Killer? Congratulations on another case solved. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? I'm sure you've only noticed by now that there was a mastermind at work orchestrating the entire incident. How do you even know about this case? That's not what's important right now. Let's focus. I wish the transceiver looked like his face again, like the walkie-talkie in the second game. Let's focus on this certain individual for the time being, shall we? I have indeed been wondering myself if somebody else could have been involved. If not, how are we to explain the piece of evidence that proved so damning to Kay's case? Kay's case. No way, an evil mastermind? But who? Who indeed? Perhaps you could share your thoughts. What is the evidence in question that points to someone else's involvement? This one. Cause Rosie was after, Excelsius, not her. I'm gonna try this, the letter 2K.
Take that!
What? Okay. Sadly, neither do I. Ugh, but that wasn't it? There was one clearly suspicious piece of evidence. What was it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Okay, I have to think. What's the evidence in question that points to somebody else's involvement? Thanks for agreeing to help with my plan? Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what... This one. Because it's not Excelsius talking to her, it's someone else. And they named it K.
Take that!
The letter K supposedly wrote to the victim. Yeah, I don't remember ever writing that. So who did? Who would prepare such a thing? I know it, I'm not the one who would like to know. I'm not the only one who would like to know. And how do we know it wasn't you? Now why would I do such a thing like that, I believe the truth can only fully come to light in a court of law. But since you've had your badge revoked, that is no longer an option. So how will it all end? I, for one, will be watching from the sidelines with interest. He even knows about my badge? Oh, and one last thing. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. No, I bid you farewell. What are you gonna do? Assassinate me? Famous last words. The last words Mr. Edgeworth said before he was found dead. What are you gonna do? Assassinate me? What the heck did he mean by the case hasn't been fully resolved? And why is he so interested in us anyway? Everything's just one giant ball of mysteries. Seems we've only scratched the surface of this case. But even without my badge, I'm going to carry on doing what I can. However this ends, one thing's for certain. Come what may, I will expose the truth. Yay! It's the end, finally! Alright. That still took a while. That took almost an hour and a half. Turnabout for the Ages. Oh my gosh, that's a great name. Oh, look at that. Oh, and then Eustace gets the last one. The last artwork. Gregory. Hot Lady. Edgeworth. Okay, well. We're gonna wrap that up then today. And we'll start this case someday next week. I don't know when exactly, but a day next week.